Alright, you Swiss knife flailing bastards, here is an overpowered mid-game Switchglaive build. Very easy build to create because Switchglaive scales from magic, and we also use magic to make overpowered builds for any kind of weapon. It was just the matter of finding proper skill combination that we can use in order to destroy our enemies. There are boss spoilers in this video, you have been warned. Most of the points goes into magic. That much is obvious. However, we do need to put more points into constitution, heart, courage and strength. Constitution and strength need to be at 14 if you want to wear this set that I'm wearing in the video. I'm using Purity Imbued Switchglaive as my main weapon. Reason behind Purity as my main weapon is that it is easier to manage ki. Blessed weapons can do ki pulse when guarding. Rest of the gear pieces are all part of this Hyuga's Director set. I went with this set because it grants us really nice bonuses and it is a heavy set, so we're gonna have decent damage reduction. Life improvement, damage taken and active skill key damage are all very nice boosts, but what sold this set for me is that whenever we use Omnio magic hit, meaning when we put weakness on an enemy for example, we get attack buff. This attack buff stacks with Tengen's attack buff. This means that I don't need to use Rage from X, or Power Pill from Ninjutsu, or Carnage from Omnio to get that second attack buff, because that buff does not stack with this buff from this set. Benefits that we get from this set's attack boost is kinda similar to Carnage, Power Pill and Rage anyway, but in this case we don't have debuffs. As for the accessories, use anything that has defense bonus magic. Another set option is Tatenashi. If you go with Tatenashi, then you can have X as the secondary weapon and use battle focus and adamantine buffs. Guardian Spirit that I'm using is Tengen because of the stance based Amrita bonus. Soul cores that I'm using are Namahage because of melee damage versus zero ki enemy. With this exact setup I have about 30 or something increase in active skill key damage, so we are gonna destroy enemies ki. That is why Namahage is a good option. Other one is as always Yatsu no Kami, and third one can be whatever you want it to be. Secondary Guardian Spirit should be any Guardian Spirit that has Anima Charge active skill. Other bonuses can be whichever, as long as there's Anima Charge active skill. Skills that we need from Switchglaive are Focused Retribution from high stance, but what we need most importantly is Divine Retribution. This is the skill that I'm using the most. After that we go for Infinite Retribution and upgrade of it. These are the only active skills that we truly need. After that go for all the blue upgrades that would increase your survivability when dropping at 30%, increase your ki recovery, melee damage, blah blah blah, maximum ki, you know the drill. Omnio magic that we need is typical setup of Protection Talisman, Extraction, Weakness and Barrier. Incantation Mastery is also a must to increase that Omnio magic capacity. I would also encourage you to purchase all the elemental stop talismans, that means lightning stop, water stop and fire stop, mainly because elemental damage is such a problem in this game. And we are not wearing Tatenashi that reduces elemental damage taken, so we're gonna need, depending on the boss fight, one particular elemental stop talisman. It helps tremendously, you wouldn't believe how much. From Ninjutsu tree, the only thing that we need is a way to poison an enemy. That can be either through Poison Shuriken or through Toxic Ground Fire. Other than that, go for blue node upgrades that have various boosts. From the skill customization screen, make sure to equip Divine Retribution and Infinite Retribution. Also put damage boost magic from Samurai skill tree to increase damage done with Divine Retribution. Clan I went with is Takenaka because of the increased melee damage versus ailing enemy, and our enemies are constantly ailing either through poison or weakness, and active skill key damage that is awesome for this build because we are already doing pretty decent amount of key damage with our active skills, so let's increase it even further. So how to play this? We put all the nasty buffs on ourselves, that is protection, and in this case add steel as well to increase that survivability a bit more, then extraction and barrier. Also add any kind of elemental talisman if you are fighting an enemy that does elemental damage. Upon entering the fight, first we gotta make sure that we hit an enemy with weakness spell. This triggers attack boost from Hairuta, whatever director set, and then we start with Divine Retribution. When enemy is rid of key, meaning when they are powerless, then go for Infinite Retribution, because that way they will stagger all the time when we hit them. That's really all there is to it. It's that simple to play, it's very overpowered. Just make sure to have a bit of a break between each Divine Retribution because it uses a lot of ki, so make sure that Barrier Talisman stays active at all times and let it do its work. It increases your ki recovery significantly, so you gotta wait for a millisecond after doing Divine Retribution before doing it again. That way you'll increase your survivability by a lot more. Also, if you have Blessed Switchglaive, then you can do Ki Pulse when guarding. Don't forget about it, it's quite good for key management. That would be all for this one. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed the video and see you soon.